morning, everyone. Survived a 2-hour walk home yesterday. I was trying to apply for a job and, I was slightly late just because, Uber's prices were like a little higher than usual for me at the moment. I was having money troubles because my last job decided to kind of not really help me and like started putting me on like 1-day schedules. I pay for hormones and like stuff like that. Albeit mostly covered, it's a lot. And it's just like, oh, I just don't have any money, I mean, it's not like I'm not trying to make money, it's just, it's really scarce right now, because like jobs are just not, no one's wanting to hire, no one's willing to hire. The place I applied for was just a skating rink, so like, yeah, I showed up late, but like, my Uber just wasn't really helping at all. And yeah, to be fair, it takes me a while to put on my makeup and everything like that, but I don't want to, I'm trying to go out for my mental health. I have to go out with like makeup and stuff like that. It feels right for me. It feels correct for me, There goes my camera. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get this going, but yeah, I took a walk for 2 hours home. I did see a black cat, which is really cute. And for many people that think black cats are just a sign of bad luck, it's in one singular culture, to whereas in many cultures, black cats are like a sign of good luck or a sign of, many different things. If I can look it up real quick for y'all. Black cat. Spit to me. Protection, intuition, and transformation. Part of me also knew like this job wasn't gonna work out anyways, because it's like what, 12 an hour or something like that. My last job was a little more. And then there's a camera. I'm just really tall, I'm sorry. What was I gonna talk about? I'm sorry. It was definitely just a weird experience. My feet do still hurt, but I did make it home. It definitely tells me something that, like, usually a lot of people don't take 2-hour walks home. I do. And I walk out at night, which is weird and strange. That's not normal. Doesn't mean I'm crazy, it's just I don't care about walking out in the night and stuff like that, so Anyways, gonna be doing a general reading real quick, so let's go ahead and get this started. 333 on the timer. 333 meanings. And there's many different meanings, but 333 for my meaning is that angelical support is with you. It's an ascended master number. So yes, for me it represents divine support, but it can also represent growth and expansion, creativity and self-expression, truth and faith, balance and harmony. My throat chakra is really, really blocked right now. Someone doesn't want me to say anything. I'm here to talk for Spirit, I'm not talking for me. Spirit made me come out and do this. I'm only doing what Spirit asked. Because I don't follow for myself, I follow for God. Past, so in the past, this is a general reading, so maybe in the past, you had some sort of blockage of sunlight, which is your happiness, your self-expression, your authentic self shining. That is your sunlight. Looking at this card, like it's just pure radiance, pure bliss. And these doves or birds kind of represent like a higher calling. it's like a higher power flowing throughout you, flowing from inside of you. Like the sun is higher power. The sun is in the sky. We know the sun is there. We know the sun is beaming, and we know we get energy from the sun. But this upside down representing is like, it was like blocked, like it was hindered in a sense. Someone, something, or someplace tried to block out your sunlight. In the present, we have the Empress, and the Empress is upright. The Empress represents, one second. No, the Empress represents pure self-expression. Now, this tree here is blossoming in its pink radiance, and we can see with this moon here, it is glowing from the night sky. So it's like this tree gets its energy from feminine forces, which is like usually the nighttime, the moon, emotions, intuition. But it also represents a person using all of those aspects and putting it more in a receiving aspect, which is taking care of themselves, self-care, self-love. Now the Empress receives. The Empress doesn't need to go out and do anything because the Empress has everything right there for them. And they know that very certain because they don't have to do anything. Everything comes to them. So we're gonna put this upright because that's the present. Because, I mean, it came out upright anyways. Spirit will decide whether it comes upright or upside down. To any of y'all that are very picky of it coming upright or upside down, it doesn't matter. The cards will read as the cards will read. And this is upside down. And then this is right side up. No. I'm so sorry, y'all. My throat is so blocked. Jesus Christ, Archangel Michael Divine, I ask you, cleanse my chakras, so I may breathe life into this body, breathe life into my chakras. You know, sometimes, whenever you're in deep stress and in need of something, you just pray, because God is able to handle your worries. Like, God is everything. You think God can't take care of the stuff that you're in? Like, only, you know, like, God is able to bend reality to his will, however means necessary. But God knows that you are able to survive most, if not all things that come your way. In your life, God will not give you anything that you do not deserve. God will not give you anything that you cannot withstand. So, in a sense, this walk almost made me feel like it was a test of my endurance, a test of my faith in God. Because I didn't have any money to go back home. And yes, I could have asked for a ride home, but there were certain people I couldn't ask for a ride home because they would affect my energy. And I'm trying to live in this new life to where my energy is up here. I'm not surrendering my energy for people that will try and hinder it or take it down. I'm here for me. And if you take out my energy or belittle my energy or try and stomp me out in any way, I will notice it and I will cut you out promptly. It may take some time, but I will cut you out promptly. It is how I've done it, and it is how I will do it each and every single time. I don't mean to gloat, but I am a being that is from God. And as a being that is from God, God will not let you deal with harm for any longer. He will let you notice it to recognize it. But pain is a virtue of growth. And with growth, you learn. And when you learn, you don't make the same mistakes again. And if you do, that's okay. You get to relearn. That is life. Life is learning. Life is expansion. Learning is expansion. Keep learning. Don't stop learning. Whoever tells you things are limited, it's not. Things are infinite. I'm gonna just pull out, I'm gonna just pull out all the cards real quick and get it out because I have a lot to say. Upright and reverse. And then we have Owl upright. Owl is good omen. Owl is higher power because birds represent messengers of the sky, which are from God. No. Anyways. So, I'm just gonna read these cards real quick. So it represents in the past, like, you had some sort of hindrance of blockage in your light, and the main energies, it was proven to be almost a test of strength. But the strength card represents balancing the lighter forces and the darker forces of the lion to be able to withstand any means. And with this rose, it's almost like a sense of professionalism because it's like, hey, look at this. And we have infinite right here. We have infinity right here. That is infinite wisdom, infinite power, infinite strength. This represents a divine being working at play. This represents you balancing your divine forces, which is your divine masculine and your divine feminine, and holding that and using that to empower you through any situation. 1133. 2 master numbers. So then, in the past, we had someone or something or somewhere or someplace hinder your sunlight, and it caused you to not look at your true potential, because the dolphin upright, the dolphin is a very, very strong aquatic creature. The dolphin is very strong and very bubbly and happy creature. They're very social creatures. You see how they get along with humans very well. And this card kind of having almost like rainbow gradient splashes of paint, like almost like a tie-dye shirt. Like it brings me back to like a tie-dye shirt, and it has a rainbow in it. So it's like, right, it's purity. And with this purity, you didn't see it in the past around the time because some things that happened. But in the present, you remained calm and you used your strength to hold it together, and you became the Empress, which is, some people, they go in masculine forms and feminine forms. It's like, you could go as any gender you want, but we have masculinity and femininity divided in us. Some parts being stronger than us. It's like, just how it is in relationships. We have our dom and we have our sub. Not to bring it in a sexual aspect, but that's just how it works. And some people are able to swap. That's a balance masculine and feminine. But we had this feminine side right here. So this proved to me that you were able to understand that things will come your way and you don't have to hinder and falter during any situation. And with that, you decided to play patience. Because the turtle has nowhere else to go but one direction, point A to point B. If you were the rabbit, you would rush to point A and point B and not understand anything. But with the turtle, they go from point A and they slowly go to point B, collecting and analyzing and obtaining data that they have received from traveling, and use it for the future for storytelling. Like, the turtle represents not only a creature of not only a creature that is able to withstand rough waters, but also a creature that has much in store. Because, turtles have a lot of eggs, and with that they have to go from point A to point B, and it isn't any rush for the turtle. The turtle doesn't have any rush to take its eggs to point A to point B because it knows it will get there. It sees it as an adventure, and with it, it's very productive because it will get to point B and it will use its energy it's conserving to make it there. And we have in the future, we have this devil energy. Now with this devil energy, you represents, let's see here, because this is the devil in reverse. Now, the devil upright and in reverse, the devil upright doesn't necessarily always mean a bad thing, because the devil upright can mean like vices or like, addictions and stuff like that. Because, here, I'll read it for you real quick. Though it may feel threatening when the devil appears in your reading, this card carries an urgent message and must be interpreted with total honesty. The darkness of the devil card takes the form of addiction, negativity, and materialism. It can indicate an ugly relationship with a person. Spirit paused right there. Or substance. Identify this dependency and how it is holding you back. The devil's hooves are stronger and relentless. Their grip will not loosen unless a conscious change is made. Free yourself. So, this devil energy, upright, kind of represents like you acknowledging that there is something or someone at play. But with it reverse, it feels like it's hidden and in rampant and kind of like just going off the chain. Because the devil has you in chains, and with the devil in chains, it's kind of like you understand that you are in those chains. So it represents, upright, it represents addiction, feeling trapped, and depression. But this is in reverse. Spirit paused when there was a person. So I don't know if you have a person in your life that you have to deal with that is causing a lot of negativity around you or in your life, but it's kind of like, and I got a notification for that, so I'd like to take that as confirmation. So here, we're gonna find the exact meaning of this. So, because the devil card has many meanings, since it is a multi-interpreted card. So, honestly, with this card, with it being reversed, is honestly probably a good thing. So, I think I kind of just read it backwards. Sorry about that, y'all. But with it being upright, that does represent depression, addiction, or, a cycle in your life that needs to, needs to end. Whether you do know it or don't know it, but it's there and it needs to end. But in the future, because this is future energy, so this kind of represents meaning that you are breaking free from some negative emotional pattern or addiction that have stood in your way of you developing strong relationships. You may feel more in control of your love life. This card circumstances can also signaling breaking away from a relationship that is domineering, that was all spirit, or a codependent relationship that is not allowing you to express your true self. You may have recognized that the bonds that had tied you to your partner were ones that are not healthy or supportive. Continue to nurture your own way and independence, or proud of what you've done. Spirit really want me to highlight it, a domineering partner. So that represents probably someone in your future that has been controlling, manipulative, and absolutely unhinged. This is spirit. But anyways. And so this represents you kind of breaking free from that person. You know who you are. But anyways, the mouse in reverse represents, oh, and I dropped that card. Here, I'm gonna go try and figure out what this mouse energy, oh, there you go. Crocodile in reverse. So, crocodile is a watching, leering, patient energy. But this came out in the reverse. Now, I'm very well aware of this crocodile energy because my old job was like that. And I had to get out because they were just kind of waiting for something to happen. But let's take it over to the crocodile. Sorry There we go. So crocodile feels stuck, lashes out. So the crocodile upright is very patient as it waits for its prey. But with the upside down, this either represents, you know what this represents. This represents that you have someone in your life that is an absolute crazy bitch. And this is spirit, a crazy bitch. Whatever energy this is, this could be male, female, whoever. Someone in your life is trying to take you down because they believe they're in this mouse energy where they're wasting time doing absolutely nothing. Like they're wasting their time fucking with you, thinking this is gonna go somewhere, when it's not. This is spirit. This is spirit. We think we don't see this shit. We see this shit every day. We don't fucking go anywhere. And then we have the karma cards. And I hate using these cards because these cards are extremely brutal. And I feel like we're missing a few. But Spirit really wanted me to use these cards because they've been very, very precise as to what cards have been popping up as of recent. Here we go. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. Instant karma. You think I'm fucking playing? 22-26. Depression. Yeah, I think that's the message for today. And that truck is confirmation. So, thank you. Have a nice day.